Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about that. Work hard in silence. Let your success be the noise. But how many of us truly understand the depth of that statement? How many of us are willing to walk that path of silent diligence, of unseen hours of effort that goes unnoticed until finally success arrives, shocking everyone? Let's start by talking about silence itself. In a noisy world, silence can feel uncomfortable. We're surrounded by platforms where everyone is encouraged to share, post, and document their lives, where validation often comes not from within, but from the likes, comments, and followers we gather. It's easy to get caught up in the habit of sharing every small win, every milestone, as if the world's applause is the ultimate measure of our worth. But here's the truth: true progress, the kind that transforms lives, rarely happens in the spotlight. It's forged in the quiet, when no one else is watching, when there's no validation or encouragement from the outside. Real progress happens when we're alone with our vision, when we're working on something simply because we believe in it, because we're driven by a purpose that doesn't need outside approval. The concept of working hard in silence isn't just about not telling others what we're up to. It's about building a relationship with our goals that's based on genuine passion and dedication, rather than external praise. It's about understanding that when we truly commit to something, we don't need to prove it to anyone but ourselves. In silence, we can experiment, make mistakes, and learn without the pressure of being watched. We can grow, not for the sake of showing the world, but because we are committed to becoming the best version of ourselves. Imagine for a moment the people who inspire you most. Think of the artists, the athletes, the scientists, the entrepreneurs who have changed the world. Did they achieve greatness by broadcasting their every step? Or did they work quietly, honing their craft, learning from failure, and persisting in their vision long before anyone else understood it? When we look at the lives of people who have achieved true, lasting success, we often only see the final chapter, the moment when their success becomes visible to the world. But behind that moment are countless hours of work, of sacrifice, of silent dedication. Let's take, for instance, the story of Thomas Edison. We all know him as the inventor of the light bulb, as a man whose innovations changed the world. But what many don't realize is that Edison's journey to that invention was filled with failures. He didn't succeed on his first, second, or even 100th attempt. In fact, he tried over 1,000 times before he created a working light bulb. Imagine the quiet persistence it took to keep going, to face failure after failure without giving up. Edison didn't broadcast every experiment. He didn't seek praise for his attempts. Instead, he worked in silence, driven by a vision so strong that failure was just a step along the way. And when he finally succeeded, the world took notice. That success spoke louder than any words he could have said. Now, working in silence doesn't mean isolation. It doesn't mean we can't seek support or guidance. But it does mean that our primary focus remains on the work itself, rather than on how others perceive it. When we allow ourselves to get caught up in seeking validation, we risk losing sight of our original purpose. We start to work not for the sake of achieving our vision, but for the applause that comes along the way. True dedication requires us to stay focused, to remember why we started in the first place, and to keep pushing forward, even when no one else is cheering us on. One of the most profound aspects of working hard in silence is that it builds resilience. In the quiet, we learn to rely on our own strength, to trust in our own abilities. We become less dependent on the opinions of others, and we grow stronger in our determination. When we work in silence, we become accustomed to facing challenges on our own, without the need for external encouragement. And that resilience becomes a powerful foundation for the success that will inevitably follow. Resilience is a quality that's often misunderstood. People think it's about toughness, about being able to withstand anything without breaking. But true resilience is about adaptability, about learning from our failures and growing stronger with each setback. When we work in silence, we have the space to reflect on our mistakes, to understand where we went wrong, and to make changes without the pressure of an audience. We learn to view failure not as a sign of defeat, but as a stepping stone to success. And that mindset, cultivated in the quiet, becomes one of our greatest assets. Another key benefit of silent hard work is that it allows us to focus fully on the process, rather than the outcome. When we're not constantly seeking recognition, we can immerse ourselves in the journey itself. We can find joy in the small victories and the daily progress rather than waiting for a single moment of achievement. This focus on the process is what leads to mastery. It's what allows us to develop our skills to their fullest potential. And when we finally achieve success, it's not just a result of luck or timing, it's the natural outcome of years of dedicated effort. But what about the moment of success, when our hard work finally becomes visible to the world? This is the moment when all those years of silent effort pay off. It's the moment when people finally see the results of our dedication, and they're often left in awe. They wonder how we did it, how we managed to achieve so much seemingly out of nowhere. And that's the beauty of working in silence. When success comes, it comes with a power that no amount of words could ever convey. It's a shock to those who weren't paying attention, a reminder of what's possible when we commit fully to our vision. Success achieved in silence speaks louder than any words we could have said along the way. It's a testament to our resilience, to our dedication to the countless hours we spent working when no one else was watching. And it's a reminder that true greatness isn't about seeking applause, it's about becoming the best version of ourselves for ourselves. When we reach that moment of success, we don't need to explain ourselves. The results speak for themselves, louder and more powerfully than any words ever could. So, if you're on a journey, if you're working towards a vision that only you can see, I encourage you to embrace the silence. Let it be a space for growth, for learning, for resilience. Let it be a reminder that your worth isn't measured by the opinions of others, but by your own commitment to your goals. Work hard, not for the applause, but for the satisfaction of knowing you gave your best. Let each step be a testament to your dedication, a quiet promise to yourself that you won't give up, no matter how difficult the path becomes. In the end, it's not about how many people noticed your journey, it's about the person you became along the way. It's about the skills you developed, the resilience you built, the passion that kept you going. When success finally arrives, it won't just be a reward, it will be a reflection of all the growth and transformation that happened in the silence. And that success, born from years of quiet dedication, will have a power that words could never capture. So work hard in silence, and when the time comes, let your success speak for you. Let it be the noise that captures the world's attention, a testament to the power of quiet perseverance and unstoppable determination.